Dracula!
What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Rat2501 here with the other half of Double Feature Friday. All right, this is I'm getting like into these. This is Darth Sidious versus Warhammer 40k. Basically, if Darth Sidious would survive Warhammer 40k. All right. So, and this is by Commissar Gamza again. So let's see what we got here and go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
this video.
So today I've got a really interesting one for you guys here today. And I'm actually really excited to bring this to you because I've been thinking a lot about it. So first and foremost, it's going to be, could Darth Sidious survive in a Warhammer 40k environment? If you were to just teleport him from the Star Wars universe and place him into like a hive city in Warhammer 40k, could he survive? How long would he survive in the overall world? What would become his fate, etc., etc.? I put a lot of thought into this, and I think I know exactly what would happen to him. Now, that being said, I want to talk to you 41st Millennium fanboys. First, I am a huge Warhammer 40k fan. I like Warhammer 40k more than Star Wars, but I actually do like Star Wars a lot. I'm not a huge fan, but I do like it. That being said, I think a lot of the fanboys from Warhammer 40k are incredibly, and I mean incredibly, like, unjustified with some of the shit they bring up.
See, he's got to make this disclaimer every damn video because people just start doing stupid shit.
Superman, Super Saiyan, who is unstoppable compared to any other sci-fi universe, and I don't agree with that. So I'm not going to nerf Darth Sidious, putting him into Warhammer 40k. The last Darth Vader video I made, which was actually kind of funny, I had Warhammer fans, like the big fanboys, they're like, okay, first of all, the Force doesn't exist in Warhammer 40k, so if Darth Vader was transported into Warhammer 40k, 0 Force powers, and he would immediately get shot and killed by an Imperial Guardsman. And I'm like, okay, how do you even have a conversation with somebody like that?
No, you don't.
Just nerfing people even further. Like, there's no reason for it. So no. The answer is no. I'm not gonna nerf Darth Sidious or any other Star Wars people that compare. That's so unfair.
It's stupid.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even that big of a fan of Star Wars. I'm not gonna do that. That's so unfair. So Darth Sidious has his full Force potential in this. And
there you go.
So, anyways, I can tell you the truth.
Not to mention he's a politician.
Talk about that.
There's slimes
so
that can survive anywhere.
Darth Sidious. What are his main strengths that I have seen from an outsider? Now, you Star Wars fans, you guys keep me on track. I think I know this decently enough, but there might be some minute details that you guys might want to fill in because you guys know your lore inside and out, and I haven't read like 1,000 books on Star Wars. So, anyways, Darth Sidious, his 3 points. Number 1, I would say his lightsaber capabilities. The dude uses the Force to completely manipulate and enhance his strength and his speed. The dude's like flipping and flopping all over the place like a politician in the air. Literally like a politician, right? Do it. And so as he's flying in the air, he's able to just take down 3 Jedi Masters when he was confronted by Mace Windu. I think that shows that right off the bat, the dude is a force to be reckoned with. You don't just take out 3 Jedi Masters in like 5 seconds like nothing. And he did that. I think that was one of the few times we actually seen him being like dead serious because he was confronted and he was cornered. So this is why it's also kind of hazy from my point of view how powerful Darth Sidious really is.
He really is.
He's very powerful. Plays around all the time. He'll pretend like he's helpless, like Anakin, I can't stop him, kind of a thing. And it's like, okay, but, how far could he have easily stopped Mace Windu right there? Or what was the different directions that he could have gone in that direction? I do know though that Mace Windu he has like one of the strongest lightsaber styles, doesn't he? It's incredibly offensive, and he augments it with the Force to just become like stronger and stronger. But anyways, that being said, let's move off into point number 2. Obviously, the dude is very powerful within the Force. He gets into all of his hatred and all of his anger. He can shoot Force lightning. Here comes another point though. Once again, it's so rare to see Darth Sidious being like absolutely serious. Like, I'm not joking, I'm not laughing, I'm not manipulating, I'm here to just like freaking kill your ass. And so I would imagine that if he really wanted to, he could probably just shred like a whole crowd of people apart with his Force lightning if he really wanted to.
Oh,
most
of course,
of the time,
he's not stupid enough to do that.
I think he was shocking Luke just to kind of screw with him, torture him, tell him to turn to the dark side, kind of a thing. And then when Luke basically didn't want to do it, I think that's when he was like, all right, I'm just going to kill you then. and I'm just gonna let you suffer. But I think he could have killed Luke like instantly with that Force lightning if he really wanted to. Even though Luke, yes, is still pretty powerful. That being said, his third point, the dude is smart as hell. He's not an idiot. So he has the capability of reading people's emotions. He can feed off of that. He can feel that shit. And he will manipulate you, and he will get you to do what he wants. That is incredibly powerful skill, both in real life today and in practically any fantasy genre that you can think about, unless it's comprised of nothing but emotionless robots, which I don't even know what universe that would be. Maybe just like in a Necron world, right? But anyways,
a Necron world.
So I think
but even the really Necrons have point. Emotions. They have ego, big as all outdoors.
Very well. He knows what he's doing, and his goal is to get on the top. Think about it. I mean, he is the Senate, right? He became the Senate. At the same time, he had the whole thing like Order 66 all ready to go.
Yeah.
I've heard that, what was it called, like Order 101 or something like that?
Order
that
69.
He was gonna, like, kill Darth Vader with that. I haven't seen that too much. I haven't dug that deep into the lore. But I do know, and same thing where, let's say Darth Vader, he had the suit originally modified to the point where it would absorb and conduct all that lightning, that Force lightning, so it would basically kill Darth Vader if he was ever to turn on him.
Yeah.
So this dude is always planning steps ahead of himself. He knows what he's doing, and I think
except
this
for that moment right there
in the 41st millennium. So let's take it this way. Bam, day one, right when he hits the 41st millennium, I guarantee you a few things are going to happen. Two things.
The Warp would be aware of it very quickly.
He's probably going to have a dark side orgasm, because in the 41st millennium, there ain't nothing but pain and suffering and hatred.
Yeah,
just be
that's
like,
true.
Yeah, just do it. You know, he's going to feel like all that sorrow and anger, and he's probably going to get even more powerful at that point. Now, at the same time, because he gives into his hatred and his emotions, he is going to be feeding something called the Warp. The Warp is an immaterial dimension of pure energy. Anytime someone feels the emotions of like blind hatred, anger, sorrow.
Well, any emotions
like that,
go into the Warp. It doesn't have to be blind
above and
hatred.
Beyond, basically, any emotions that you feel creates an entity.
It's just that negative emotions are more prevalent. They're easier.
That being said, because he's a guy that manipulates his own emotions, he gives into the hatred and everything else. He is somebody that I think is going to have a very strong presence in the Warp. There's two Chaos gods that reside in the Warp that would be the main ones. Well, there's four total, really. But the two ones that would really give him attention would be Khorne and Tzeentch. But Khorne does not like manipulation. He does not like weakness and scheming, and he looks at that like it's cowardly. His goal is, I want brute force and just
he'll never. He has a
murder.
sense of honor and honesty.
That's not.
He will never stab you in the back.
Style is
just
manipulation.
stab you in the face.
And so
until
I think it would
to be
pretty much go straight to Tzeentch. Tzeentch would be able to see his emotions in the Warp, and he would read that shit like a book, and he'd go, okay, I want you for a servant. You have the mind, you have the skill, you have everything that I want, and I'm going to give
does not
you
serve.
Additional powers.
The whole part about the
and I want to
the dark
give you
side
everything
is domination,
just so you can be another
serving.
toy in my toy box, because that's all Tzeentch cares about. He'll never tell anybody the flat out truth. He'll give you like 95 to 99% truth, and then he'll give you a little bit of lies. He's basically just like Darth Sidious 10.0 at that point.
Yeah,
except for with vast psychic powers to the point where he could just destroy planets with that shit. Now, this being said, I can almost guarantee you day one, Tzeentch is going to start whispering to Darth Sidious. Sidious is going to start listening to these whispers. He's going to hear this stuff. I don't know if he's going to think that it's the Force speaking to him, or he's probably just going to... Tzeentch is probably going to be like, yo, dude, I'm a Chaos God. I want you on my side. I like your style. Let's hang out sometime. Sidious is going to sit there and go, like, let's do it. At that point, I have no doubts that he's eventually going to become a Chaos cultist. And it's going to be mainly one of Tzeentch, Changer of Ways. So at this point, this is where we kind of go down
to an extent, yes, but also
rabbit
no.
hole, and it can
because like I said, he doesn't.
So many different directions.
He does not serve.
In the Star Wars universe, traveling across the galaxy is astronomically faster than Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k, the ships are slow and powerful, even with warp travel. In Star Wars, traveling across the universe is like not that big of a deal. It's like, okay, let's just go.
Not the universe,
the 41st
galaxy.
Millennium is like, let's go into stasis, and it's going to take like 100 years to do this shit. So stuff like that. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when Sidious starts his schemes and he starts manipulating people, this is just the way I see things. This man is used to a universe that can respond almost on demand. If someone wants to rebel against him, wants to respond to a threat, they can do that relatively fast. In the 41st millennium, they can't. So if the Inquisition catches wind that, you know, he's manipulating and that he's a cultist of Zench and he's, you know, bringing people to, I guess you could say, the dark side or the warp side, right?
There you go, the dark side.
At this point, the Inquisition is going to come for him immediately. And if he doesn't, like, bathe and bask in the powers of Zench, he's going to die very quickly because the Inquisition will draw off the manpower of millions, whoever they want.
The thing is, though, he's way more clever than that. He's way more subtle.
We need
he wouldn't be an open cultist.
Are like, all right, if you need our help, we'll be there. So this is why the Inquisition is very, very, very powerful and a very deadly force to be reckoned with. That being said, though,
but they're arrogant as hell.
Travel is very slow in 41st millennium, so like Sidious is used to dealing with fast travel. So his schemes that would normally take a lot faster in the Star Wars universe, that would be like blazing speed in the 41st millennium, because by the time somebody gets to him, it could be 10 to 20 years later. What do you think Sidious could do to a city in 10 to 20 years? Probably anything he damn well pleased with it.
Dude, what do you think he could do to a system?
From Zench. So I have a feeling
he would work to deal with the Inquisition just the way he did with the
anybody
Jedi.
that could respond to a threat that Sidious would pose, he would probably be ascended to demonhood by then, because Zench wouldn't want to lose his little plaything. He probably would just give him the powers, and then so that way, if he does die to the Inquisition, he doesn't die permanently. He gets banished back to the warp, and then slowly he would be like resummoned, and he can come back eventually later. But that would be, I kind of have a feeling that Zench would go that route, because Zench will just give you multiple gifts. He'll lie to you. He'll give you these half-truths and stuff, because he wants you to play his game. You're no good to him if you're just dead. He wants to string you along as long as he possibly can. So if he gives you immortality, even better. Now he has a toy that can never fully break, and he'll just string you along, and then Sidious wouldn't mind. He'd just be like, well, as long as I get to go across a galaxy and manipulate and slaughter people and just, you know, surrender my whole corrupted soul to Zench and, you know, the dark side and all this other shit, I guarantee you he'd be a very, very powerful psyker, because Zench could just give that to him as well. He can give him all kinds of shit. So I have a feeling, in the end, Sidious would become probably a demon prince at that point. He would be a full-fledged demon prince of Zench. He would be turned into some crazy, monstrous creature that would just go around shooting like psychic bolts. Maybe he would even have like some demonically possessed lightsaber. I think that would actually be very funny. But I think overall, guys, I think that would be his fate. I think Sidious would be perfect for the 41st millennium.
Well, yes,
it's not necessarily just because of his powers, but mainly who he is. His personality type is perfect for chaos, is perfect for manipulation, and he would have no problems. In fact, he would probably be peeing his pants in delight with just sacrificing millions of people. Oh, you know, flying in the air, power, you know, shooting all those lightning bolts and shit. He would love it. So, okay, guys, I'm going to end this video here. Tell me what you...
Okay, so, got cut off there, my stupid advertisement. Anyway, so, yeah, I agree with him on many points, but there's several points that I don't agree with him. Like, I don't think Sidious might say he's gonna join Siege, but Sidious does not bow. He didn't spend all that time trying to become Emperor of the frickin' galaxy so he could bow to someone else. No, he wants ultimate power, unlimited power. He would be scheming against Siege. In fact, and he wouldn't be running around throwing lightning and shit over there, dressing up in fucking chaos shit and starting a cult and everything. No, he wouldn't do that. Sidious is way more subtle than that. I mean, how many years did he work on the Old Republic so that he could become the Emperor and turn it into the Empire? How many years do you think? I mean, he and that's in a fast-moving galaxy. He was very, very patient. Like, the first thing he would do is he would secure his own survival. He would think of a way to create clones so that he could survive, number one. Number two, is he would begin to start playing the political game once again and working his way up, and he would manipulate the Inquisition exactly the way he manipulated the Jedi, eventually turning everyone against them and trying to wipe them out because they would be a threat to him. So he's not giving Sidious enough credit in his smarts department. That's just based on what we know about Sidious, about what he's capable of. I mean, he's acting like Sidious would just jump in and instantly become a cultist and start, throwing lightning and everything like that because it's so fun. No, that's the thing. Sidious is extremely subtle. He's very sneaky and underhanded. So he might join up with Zeech, but of course it wouldn't be permanent. He would be scheming against Zeech too, because he seeks the power. The whole thing about the dark side of the Force is domination. That's why all Siths, their lightsabers are red. Not just because it's evil, it's because they dominate the kyber crystal inside. And they make it bleed. That's why it's red. Anyway, so there's that. So I hope you guys, enough with that little rant of mine. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. What do you guys think about Sidious and Warhammer? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Of course, click on the link to the original down in the description. Get Down to Games' channel and like the original and sub to him. I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye-bye.